Hi, I'm Jordan,
I'm Austin.
and this is JayCast. Okay.
I'm not making that face.
All right.
Really piss me again.
So what you guys have no idea about is that this is a podcast, if it's even dubbed as good enough to be considered a podcast, where basically all we do is we talk about a video game, a console, or anything video game related, and that's basically our 20 minutes of bull crap, and you guys watch it. Yeah. So, anyway, so today's topic is about Super Smash Brothers and the new new game that's coming out, and I'm looking really forward to it. I mean, you and I were looking through characters not even a second ago, and
I saw stuff I haven't seen yet, and I'm really excited.
It's funny because the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to go through the main thing I want to do is go through the characters, because there's people that are stage selected, and some people are like, oh, there's gonna be this thing, there's gonna be new items, there's gonna be in tournaments, it doesn't matter. No one uses items, and everybody's on Final Destination at the tournaments. I mean, we've seen all the
basically Final Destination, or what was that one place called? Battlefield.
Yeah, they're Battlefield. I mean, it's in Melee. It does the same things in the tournaments all the time.
Yeah,
I can't hate it because we do that too.
Mm-hmm.
We do the same thing all the time. So I'm not against it because we've done it so many times. Heck, I can't remember the last time we battled with items when it wasn't a normal time,
Yeah, every time we do, one of us would either complain about the other one's just hogging all the items.
Usually.
Mainly me.
I was going to say,
yes.
You and I are guilty as charged in that situation. So,
mainly you.
You have to say I am really good with a Fire Flower, though.
Mm.
And a Smash Ball is my best friend. Worst enemy when you have it. Especially with...
oh, yeah, it never works for me, ever.
We'll talk about that later. But, the first one I wanted to mention was you're a big Fire Emblem guy.
Oh, yes.
And this is funny. We were going through this as we were preparing all of this stuff, and this genius over here found out about some of the new characters here, and I'm pretty sure that I saw him fangasm everywhere.
Yeah, because I'm still a little bit.
He's you could just see his smile. First one that he wanted to talk about, and I'm gonna let you take over the situation because I never played a Fire Emblem game, and this is when I get 7 dislikes on the podcast right now. But I'm going to let you talk about the characters for a second, and the floor is yours. You let me know if you need my help.
All right, well, I'm a really, I would say, early Fire Emblem fan. I played it when I was younger. I haven't played all the games, and people can probably be really complaining about that. But
everybody complains about everything in the comment section.
Yeah. But I'd say one of my favorites was the Radiant series, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn.
Now, if I remember correctly, that was the one that you and I had played for a while. When I stayed the night at your house, we kind of played that for a few hours.
Radiant Dawn, I think it was, and that was the second one in the 2 series.
Gotcha. Well, it was just funny because I remember it just we stayed the night, and I woke up at 6 in the morning, and all of a sudden I just see you playing it, and I was like, dude, we stayed up till freaking 1 o'clock last night, and you're up at 5 playing Fire Emblem. What are you doing?
It's a fun game. I find multiple reasons just to play it again, even though it's the same level over again. Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but we do have a time limit. We can't go on 3 hours about why you love Fire Emblem, but I'm just gonna say Ike's my favorite character. He was my favorite character when I was playing the Radiant series, and that's all I'm gonna say.
And in Super Smash Brothers too.
Oh yes, the second person.
It was. I used to really hate Ike, and it was mainly because he was a really, really slow person, and I just didn't deal with slow when I first played that game. I was like, I got to get the guy that has one big move, and then that's all I need to do, and that's fine by me. Then obviously I put strategy and everything else behind it, but it wasn't really that much of a stress after that point. But one thing I really like about the new Ike that's coming up is, they quicken up its speed a little bit. It's kind of like what they did in Project M. If you guys don't know what Project M is, it's a mod that they've done for Super Smash Brothers Brawl and for Melee. think they released them at the same time, if I remember right. And in Brawl, basically they kind of brought back an essence of the Melee back to it, where you couldn't like dodge in the midair a ton of times and everything else. They kind of brought that part back. They brought back some characters. They improved a lot of characters. Like
some of them really OP.
Well, they made Sonic and that we can have another discussion.
Mewtwo's Smash Ball.
My goodness. There's two things that I never liked. There was Lucario Smash Ball and there was Mewtwo Smash Ball, and that inspired us to never have Smash Balls on Project M ever again. And there's a good reason behind that. We cannot go against our own word on that. But it's kind of cool because like what they did is they redesigned Ike to finally be in his hero mode, true hero mode. Like when you were talking about like in the upcoming games that you played recently, they made Ike look like he was just ready to kick someone in the nuts and not flinch at all about it. And he didn't care if you were a guy or a girl. He found a way to do it. That's the type of guy he thought was to me. And so they kind of like really improved his image on that, and that's what I really like about what they're going to do with him. But it's kind of interesting because what do you think about Lucina coming on the scene here?
Honestly, I know she was in the newest Fire Emblem game, and she's basically just a copy of Marth as far as I know. I haven't seen any of her really special moves.
I've seen on videos and stuff.
It's basically the same as Marth.
She does a lot of what Marth does, and she does it a little quicker, and she's not necessarily a strange combo, because I never found Marth, although there's a lot of counter acts that I've seen in a lot of tournaments that I've seen, and they don't really, what's a good word, they don't really have a problem using Marth. I guess he's a one move guy. He can't throw a combo, but apparently, that's...
people can use him like he's
right.
Something.
And that's what's nice. Lucina's kind of bringing that.
I've never been able to use Marth. I've tried multiple times and never been able to get into him.
Oh, it's just, I don't know. The be over, it takes a lot of practice. You have to be persistent with him. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I'm kind of curious. I really, really actually want to try this one. Is Robin and the guy and the girl? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that one. What do you think about that?
I'm really excited. I understand the name. It's boy and a girl's name at the same time. Yeah. Originally, you would just choose like basically just your own name, but they actually made up their own name. I'm surprised they actually did that. I'm surprised they just didn't keep the cowl over them and just give them like a question mark name.
Exactly. I'm really just excited because like from the movesets that I've seen in like test playthroughs, if I could say it, and through the trailer that we watched is I'm just excited because it looks like he's built well. Or he and she, I guess.
Yes.
I can't really say both ways. So, the other thing, though, that's interesting is when we went on their website, that apparently Captain Falcon is a huge update, and they claim him as a newcomer for how new he is, and he's been in the game since
the beginning,
since 2001 or whenever Super Smash Bros. Original was.
It might have been.
Oh, it was 99 or 2001. Trust me, their copyright claim of the starting screen is about, I think, 2001.
All right.
Trust me.
I was never sure when it came out. I just saw it, picked it up from the video store, and then immediately Holmes like playing like, oh my god.
Well, I discovered Super Smash Brothers through
me
play. Well, okay.
Well, I showed you.
No. Like I learned Brawl and loved, like, got a severe passion for it through you. Yes, I agree with that. But I was introduced to it by my cousin in Florida, and when I went to visit him, I never really knew much about a 64, and so like when we went up there, it was like, oh, that's awesome. We can we play this game, and then all of a sudden I'm just like in love because it's like there's freaking Pikachu, there's Mario, and I'm just sitting there just blowing my mind up that we can fight each other and just there's no storyline. It's just you fight someone, it don't matter.
Now I wonder if there's actually gonna be a story in this new upcoming game.
Story, I think the story, if I read a little bit online about it, is the storyline is supposed to be a lot better, and I believe there's supposed to be voice acting in it too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I really kind of wanted to have is that first game. I'm sorry. When
the story, I didn't really care for the voice acting. They made their expressions through actions. That was fine.
The problem was that in Subspace, it was good in thought, but it just didn't. It just kind of seemed repetitive at a point. Because I started out, they have the two guys starting out the fight. They look at each other, they put a bad pose on, then they, pick a character, freaking Kirby or Mario, and then you start from there. And it's the same thing every single time up until that point. And that's not a bad thing because it's like, okay, freedom of choice. But, you travel, here. Okay, go here. It was so commanding. There was no exploration. There wasn't a severe story plot behind it, It was, well, congratulations. Taboo owned the world. You didn't know about it. And you basically got put against your will to fight everybody else.
No, I'm not. People might get mad. Like who? Like, we don't know who Taboo is. We don't know where he came from. He could be from like some 19. I don't think that's early, but 1970 reference. I don't think that's that early.
I'll be honest. I really do not know. And see that was just like from an opinion of a guy that loves Super Smash Brothers, but necessarily didn't know everything about every single character and play every single game type of situation. And we taken way too long for like a lot of these new characters, so I think we should hurry up because like I do have a low battery on that camera, and we don't want to die.
Well, I would like to maybe get through one part, maybe like some of the characters we're not so sure about, like Pac-Man or.
Gosh, we can just spend like 1 minute on Pac-Man. I really there's like 2 or 3 characters, and this is one of them that I really am not liking that they put him in. Just moveset wise, he's not smelling potential for me, and he doesn't have smash. He's a freaking platformer guy, or
I wouldn't say platformer. But
I wouldn't say platformer. I can't think of the name.
If anything, it's bird's eye view.
Right, it's 2D bird's eye. Yeah, exactly, and it's I liked it. The context of the idea was cool, but Pac-Man's just not gonna be my favorite character. It's like me with Jigglypuff. I really can't stand Jigglypuff. I don't know why. People have killed me with them multiple times, and I suck playing against her. But when I use her, it's freaking like as if I lost 75 brain cells while playing the game. Now, this one I'm gonna like a lot, and you probably don't because you hated me when I played Pit against you. Yeah, I was gonna talk about Palutena.
Palutena, yeah. I can see why the deflector move just constantly, always.
Well,
always.
She's got the goddess moveset, which means that she's gonna, screw you over. I mean, you saw the four different attacks that she can pull.
Oh yeah, all the stuff that's ridiculous. It's basically she's faster than Sonic at time. Well, I guess when she's sprinting,
well, she's got so many different abilities, and her smash move is supposed to be phenomenal if you can get a hold of her. And I'm just curious what the stopping point is going to be because obviously they can't make an OP character. Then that red flags the entire community.
From when I saw, she looked really OP. I mean, she's gas and everything, but still, you can't make an OP for a fighting game.
Exactly.
Like this.
Now, this one I think I kind of saw coming really, really easily because I thought Nintendo was going to do that for the Super Smash Brothers game. Brawl, that is, but they didn't actually do it, so I was like, oh, it's no big deal. They brought it to this game. They're doing Mii Fighters, and I think you've done a little more research than I have, so I'll let you speak a little more about it.
I haven't done that much research.
Okay, well, we're both pretty well geniused at this one then.
Yeah, this is...
Well, it's based on character. I mean, obviously, if it's a big guy, it's going to be a slower moveset. They have that set. It's kind of like Mario Kart. Like,
I'm going to guess so.
It's Mario Kart that have, like, different classes. Those classes they'll choose off of. Because obviously, there's, I think, 4 classes right now in Super Smash Bros. You can choose from.
Well, from what I'm saying here, there's 3 so far.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Now, this one, we watched the trailer, and we looked at it, and I kind of said...
He's not so sure. I know what he's from. I know what he can...
No. It's not that I don't know where he's from. It's just... I don't really like how he's gonna. Again, it's a moveset thing. Like
he's basically
how
like,
I play is combos.
Just so you know, it's Greninja. We're talking about Greninja. It's basically a lot. He seems a lot like Sheik in a lot of ways.
It has a lot of philosophy of Sheik, but the thing is it almost reminds me if you took Sheik and Squirtle and you put them together, that's the move that you would. The kind of person you would have.
Yeah.
From what I could look at, that's probably the best comparison I could put up with. Because if you notice, he has a lot of water moves that it's the jump up, bring down, shoots water up in the sky, and screws the guy over. Which
they need a new water. Well, they need a new water type since obviously, whatever, he's out anyways.
I gotta say, I really like that they removed Pokemon Trainer. They kept Charizard.
Oh yeah.
Charizard was my favorite.
Yeah,
because all I had to do was rock smash somebody, 20 damage.
Yeah, I guarantee you, mostly every time someone played with Charizard online, when with Pokemon Trainer online and Brawl, they probably when Charizard died, they'd probably press B down just to go all the way back to Charizard.
Right. Now, what I found funny, and like you fangasmed about Fire Emblem characters that are coming in, and my guy. If you have ever seen one of my live streams before, I play this game every time I live stream, just because. It's just one of those games that you can just sit down and it's straightforward. It's you click this, you go on there. Guess what? You're in a ring. You're gonna screw the guy over that's right next to you, and eventually, if you're good enough at the game, you can start screwing people over in more creative ways. And I just love that set, and that's just from what I grew up with. That's what my brother and I played a lot, and it was fun. But what I'm talking about is Little Mac, by the way, is with integrating him into the game and seeing his moveset. He's gonna be quick. He's gonna be filled with combos, and what I like is they're supposed to be having the bar. If you're familiar with the game, there's a little bit of a status bar that pulls up to your power punch. So like if you hit the guy so many repetitive times and you don't get hit, you can finally release like a big uppercut, or you can repetitively hit the guy straight forward multiple times and cause immense amount of damage to him to knock him out eventually. And they brought that to this game, and I'm really, really excited to try that. Because usually I can hit you like 7 times before you even touch me. So if I'm with a fast person. Yes. I'll put it like that with a fast person.
This is a whole new game. This could be an entirely different mechanics at some point, and everyone could be a little more evened out.
Right. And this one you just because you were familiar with this in Super Smash Brothers. No, Super Mario Brothers was Rosalina and Luna. I never played a Super Mario Galaxy game, and I've heard a lot of great reviews about it.
I only played the second one, which Rosalina is not in. I just kind of. It's weird. Yeah, I know she was not in that second one. Like what?
She was just a popular character. She was put back in the second one, and
I think it's because she was put in to Mario Kart Wii. That's probably why she got moved into this next game.
Now this one's fun because this one
I have question marks all over this character.
I have question mark exclamation point all over this character. In addition to what you're thinking, we're talking about the villager that's coming up, and I'm just not seeing it. He's one of my, again, that's like the top 3 characters that I didn't want to actually see in this game. And you can disagree with me, and we'll probably fight in a tournament, and we've
never played Animal Crossing.
I've seen playthroughs of it, a couple episodes through. When they brought Olimar to it, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And they made him pretty good, and then they integrated it more, and you didn't have to. you have a much bigger dynasty behind you to actually choose from, and that's what kind of disappointed me there. Now this one's a sleeper. If I would actually click on my computer really good, this one's a sleeper one, and I'm really actually disappointed about, and I kind of went home and cried in my bed for about 2 hours for how they designed him is Mega Man. Mainly because they made, first of all, his design I hate. And not necessarily for like any stupid purpose like, oh well he's too fat, or oh well he's this, but they made him look like, as he did in the first games that was introduced into like the Super Nintendo and whatnot, and eventually went to the PS1, which is the games I played. And what I really wanted to see out of it, and it kind of upset me, was they never put it into perspective of looking like, if you ever played the Game Boy Advance Mega Man games, have you ever seen the player character?
Yeah.
That if they would have made him like that would have been amazing.
I would have been happy too. If he had looked like that, I probably.
You remember like how
basing off appearance, I probably would have played him if he had looked like that. But
exactly.
He's not.
Well, it's like with you and Ike in Brawl. You wanted him to be
what he is now.
Where he's twice as built. He's got only one shoulder blade, and he basically just looks like I said, kick a guy or a girl in the nuts. I don't know how the girl works, but it works. And so like with Mega Man, they have cool moves for him, and they're all original. But I don't know. I don't want to call him ugly. But I'm not a big deal. But the last one I want to make sure we get in before I lose a camera is your favorite, because I know you did this all the time back at home. Is the Wii Fit trainer? I know you did Wii Fit every other day. You're good at yoga. I'm
so flexible. I can put my leg behind my head right now.
Would you do it right now?
No, I'm actually a little sore right now from doing it so much. I was all home like. I do it 24 hours straight.
Went to the YMCA today. Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah,
I'd love to do that, but yeah. But that was just, I don't know. It was just her moveset's creepy. This
is the last of the 3 characters we were talking about, basically.
Mm-hmm. This is the top 3.
We are questioning why she was probably even mentioned to put into this game.
Well, here's what I was imagining is that the Nintendo company sat down. They all the Japanese people sat together, and they basically said, okay, we need to make a game. we need one more character. We got Mega Man, we've got Pac-Man, we got everybody else. I said we need one more person. And the girl that was sitting in yoga pants in the back corner and was doing some yoga outside their office area. And then all of a sudden, one of the guys was caught staring, and then they asked him what he was thinking. He says, "We shall have Wii Fit Trainer." That's exactly how I think that went down.
Yeah,
and I bet you $1 that's how exactly she was put in the game.
Nah, probably
$1.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm just not sure. But maybe she was probably just a last resort character. They needed someone else they wanted to put in.
I'm sure they probably
just kind of.
I can make a bet that they tried to like go through different companies, because like when they got Sonic, that was.
Oh yeah.
That was I've heard they had to jump through a couple hoops for that one.
They probably could have done it. They probably could have replaced if need be, and if they didn't really want her all that much. They probably could have would have done the exact same thing for a different character in place of Wii Fit Trainer.
Right.
I'm kind of wish they had.
Now it'd be funny if you had to use the Wii Fit for her, and then like you're twice as more powerful.
No.
That'd just be funny though. I mean, just imagine it. You're just sitting there on the Wii Fit thing, and then you're just balancing, and then you just gotta go like this, and then your guy gets like 30 damage. No. Well, I was just thinking how that would work, and so. Well, I think we're running close on time. I don't know if that thing is still even recording, so that'd be funny if it wasn't. I'd cry myself to sleep after that point if that happened, because we just wasted a good 10 hours of our life trying to put this together. But
10 hours I was just kind of sitting over there.
Yeah, that's true. You don't really have a life. Well, yeah, whatever. But I appreciate you guys coming in to watch today's JayCast, as we call it now. If you guys really enjoyed,
I'm not sure about it.
Shut up. I said, if you guys really enjoyed it, please leave a like down below. Comment on what you guys want us to talk about next time on JayCast here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys hopefully in the next video. Until then, we'll see you later.